What's going on, everyone? It's Everyone27 here, back with another video. Gonna react to Mr. I have 3 terabytes of hentai on my hard drive. Uh, Response to what he was caught for having live on stream. But so let's begin. Honestly, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go.
Do you like lollies?
Yes. Content creators are a group of people
What a self-snitcher, dude. Holy shit.
that,
This guy
as
is
a
so
whole,
cooked, man.
tend to kind of like to hear themselves speak. Take it from me. This, however, is a trait that, if you find yourself on a topic that you really, really need to stop talking about, can get you in a little bit of trouble. It's a tale as old as time, and luckily it seems like time is still moving forward because it got told again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In a shocking turn of events, the guy who pulled the old "mom, it was just a computer virus and my pants fell down" excuse has since doubled and now tripled down on that bullshit story. Lacari has made 2 tweets since the whole notepad incident went down, and while I personally believe that this guy's just trying to cover his ass, there is some stuff in these tweets, and there's also some stuff that's just come out in the last few days that I think's worth talking about, which is why we're revisiting this situation. Real quick, if you somehow missed this, last week a big streamer named Lacari was live, and due to a recent update to Windows Notepad, where whatever tab you were looking at the last time that you closed Notepad out will reopen the next time that you launch it, Lacari's last tab was exposed when he opened up Notepad to take note of something, and on that tab was a link that appeared to lead to CSAM material. When this happened, he appeared to panic, didn't really say anything, just sort of went silent for a few minutes, and then kept streaming like nothing happened. Then later in the stream, because obviously people were like, "Hey dude, what the fuck was that?" he claimed that it was due to like some website that was just installing shit onto his computer without his permission, and that nothing was his fault. Now, in my original video on this, I talked about why this seems like complete bullshit. And I think the smoking gun, like the biggest takeaway from that video, is the fact that if you delete a text document that you have saved on your computer, which is what Lacari claimed happened, he claimed that this website just downloaded this text file onto his computer without him clicking anything, and he just opened it. If you delete a text file off your computer, the Windows update doesn't matter. It's not going to open that file back up because, like, it can't, obviously. It's deleted, which means that this guy would have had to see this text file, see what it was labeled, and then not delete it. Which, doing that, if you're not seeking out that kind of thing, makes no sense whatsoever. Why would you not delete a text file that you thought had illegal shit on it if you didn't want illegal shit? You know, it just makes no sense. And that's not to say that anything that he said during that stream or any excuse that he offered made sense, but that was kind of the big one for me. But since all of this has gone down, Lacari has gone onto Twitter again to try and defend himself, and he has made 2 tweets. One he made like a week ago, and when he made it, I was like, I don't really feel like this is worth making a video about. But he just made another tweet like 2 hours ago as I'm recording this, and it's like, why the fuck is this dude still talking?
I don't know either.
Real quick, and then we're gonna go through some new information that's come out, because I don't think it changes the situation that much, but I do think that there are some new things to consider here. So, with that being said, let's begin. Please subscribe. Alright, so the first tweet that came out after all this happened is this. During my last stream, I opened Notepad, which revealed a link. The list in the link included titles that suggested child sex abuse material further down. I have never consumed this type of content, nor do I think it's acceptable. I decided to keep streaming in an effort to downplay the severity of the situation, which was deceptive. This was a mistake that I deeply regret and apologize for. The link gave access to abusive material for anyone to see. This is serious and harmful. I recognize that trivializing abusive material on stream is not okay, and can
so you're basically admitting that it was what we thought it was. Yeah, this is not really that smart to say on stream, like out in public, to be honest, when you have been caught with what's very likely to be child porn on your computer live on stream. I would not be saying like stuff like this. I would just stay quiet, honestly. That's probably a better idea, to be honest, because this isn't really making you look good at all. This just makes you look even worse.
Harm. It's my responsibility to provide a safe space for my community and peers, in which I failed to do. I'm taking real steps to change my ways. I've admitted myself into a porn addiction recovery program that will last 30 days. During this time, I'll be able to work out there while also receiving professional therapy and treatment for my addiction. Browsing
Is this the society we live in these days? That we have people out there, porn addicts, addicted to anime porn, like, 3 terabytes. that this guy has self-admitted to. Oh God, I just cannot believe that our society is turning into this type of degeneracy. Like, we need to change this. We need people to start speaking up. We need voices against this shit, man. This is not okay. Like, oh, this society that fosters giga gooners such as Lacari, dude. Fucking hell. I hope that the FBI gets involved and investigates his entire hard drive. To be honest, because I really wanna know what's on that shit. Probably a lot of illegal material.
Hentai and porn websites as an
Yep.
escape has been a serious
Ah,
problem for as
sure.
long as I can remember.
Sure,
This
dude.
treatment will come with an indefinite hiatus to my live streams
No,
to
you
allow
shouldn't
myself
live
to
stream
focus on
again.
recovery, so I can hopefully contribute a net positive to
And net positive to society. You know what you should do to do that? Turn yourself in. Admit to what you have done, and and go to prison. Serve your sentence for potential possession of child porn. And if it is not that, then you let them investigate it. But no, you should not just come back to streaming and do whatever like just like that. No, there has to be a clear investigation here into what actually happened here, and you might have to take the consequences for it because this is not okay.
society. Alrighty, so this feels like a combination of a person doing like the absolute bare minimum that you'd expect them to do after finding themselves in a position like this, and also like multiple sprinkles of bullshit. I mean, again, back to what I mentioned earlier, he literally admits right here that he
Yep.
opens this link, which again, he admits
Yeah,
right
so
here led to a
stupid.
bunch of files
Such
that were titled in
stupidity,
such a
man.
way
Holy
that
shit.
suggested that they were CSAM. Nobody in their right mind,
Yep.
and this is like really
Exactly.
just a non-negotiable, would download that to their computer or have it magically download,
True.
open up this link, see what it seems to contain, and then not delete the fucking text
And then-
file.
and then
the
click on
only
it
logical
instead.
reason that you would not
Fucking hell.
delete that off your computer after seeing it is because you wanted to keep it. Like,
Yep.
seriously, just nothing else makes the slightest bit of sense. But
Exactly.
anyways, like I said, he made a second tweet after this, which reads, I want to clear up two things while I'm getting my shit
this.
together. I'm only into 2D hentai content. I don't watch, seek out, or download real-world 3D porn, and I do not engage with or support anything involving minors in any form. After the stream, the file
Then I want you to explain why you had documents titled JBT, which stands for jailbait teens, and other type of very questionable titles. And also this, I'm only into 2D hentai content, as if that is any better. Like what the fuck is this? 2D hentai content. Yeah, you know lolly, right? That is illegal as well, dude. And I'm not buying this shit because people who went into those files that you downloaded, like there was a couple of people on Reddit who went in. Well, they find a few things that weren't very like that doesn't really line up with this, to be honest. So like, I have a very hard time believing this based on leaks that I've seen. But okay, let's like you're not fooling us with this. You can't fool us with this. People aren't this dumb, dude. Just forget about it. Just shut up at this point. Genuinely.
and links that showed up or looked into, there is no illegal material in
Sure.
them. The problem was how bad some of the titles looked and the fact that I didn't
Yeah,
shut
dude,
things
I'm
down
not buying
fast
this
enough
shit,
on
man.
stream.
This is
is
just
on
bullshit.
me. I handled everything poorly. I get
This
why
is
people
bullshit.
are troubled, and I should have taken it
100%.
more seriously in the moment. I'm
Uh-huh.
owning up to that, and I wanted these facts to be clear. Thanks for allowing me this time so I can focus on fixing myself. So again,
Yeah,
I
we don't
feel
want
like
you to
this
fix
whole
yourself.
tweet is kind of
Well, we
just
do
a
want
nothing
that too.
burger.
But we want you to go to serve some time for this, if it is what you have done. You should not be going away and just going back to streaming after this. Fuck this. No. If it is what we think it is, you have to go to prison, man. I'm sorry. There is no like ifs or buts behind this. You don't deserve a second chance in that case either. On your streaming career, if it is what it is, should be over as well. Clear cut. Like there is no, this is non-negotiable.
right off the bat, I've never been to porn rehab, so I can't say this for certain.
Yeah,
but I feel like
I didn't
most
even know
of
that
them
shit
would
existed.
probably not be allowing you to be on your phone on
So, like,
Twitter
we are-
talking about porn.
So
That
we're
just
living
seems
in
a
a
bit
society now where we have porn rehabilitation centers because people are so fucking addicted. God, this society is fucked up, man. It's absolutely fucked up if that is actually true. Like, seek help. That's all I have to say.
counterintuitive. That's just me, though. Anyways, obviously the big claim from this tweet is that the files were looked into and nothing illegal was found. Now, I'm not sure how this was accomplished.
believe that at all.
I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole
Trust
to find
me,
that
bro.
out, because honestly, I think
This
for the
is
sake of the
source.
argument, we can just say that there wasn't anything illegal found. But for this particular case, I don't really think that matters all that much when it comes to determining Lacari's intentions.
That's true.
Obviously, it matters
As well.
legally, and obviously, if this is true, it's a good thing that a link that actually led to that kind of shit was not publicized in front of thousands of people.
I don't
but
believe
for
that,
Lacari in particular, the original point still stands. He
Yep.
opened a link that he himself said had a bunch of files with a bunch of titles that to him suggested that it contained CSAM material, and he
But it
still
did.
kept the fucking file. That's why I don't think this really matters, because even if nothing in the file was illegal,
Even though I don't believe that that is the case, I don't believe that what he's saying. I don't, because people, as I've said, I've seen leaks that suggest otherwise. But yeah, that the point that that the content creator of the reaction here is saying is correct. I don't also think, even if it is the case, what he is saying is right. Yeah, I don't think it matters because it is still his responsibility as a streamer. As a streamer, a massive streamer, by the way, almost 400k followers on Twitch. He's a Twitch partner, full-time streamer. I think if you're in that position, you have an extra responsibility to make sure that what you're streaming out does not contain potential illegal materials and stuff. And I think this guy has totally breached that, and I think he should be perma-banned and also potentially find himself in legal trouble too. If it is true that it is what it is child porn, yes, but even if it's not, I don't think we should let a reckless person like this back on the platform. Anyways, I really don't think so.
Lacari believed the opposite. So why in the hell would you keep the file? I mean,
Yep.
to me, this situation is sort of akin to like the predator stings. Obviously, when people do that, they don't use
True.
real children, but the real intentions of the people are
Exactly.
still exposed. This is like a
Exactly.
digital version of that. Even if it was 100% legal for Lacari to have that link, if he opened it up and came to the conclusion of, oh shit, this is illegal stuff,
Yeah.
him not deleting it only has one logical motivation. And again, all of that is with assuming that these claims that it was looked into and nothing illegal was found are true. Those
You're
claims
right.
might be complete bullshit. And if that's the case, obviously like the real world true impact of all this is a lot worse. But when it comes to like
Yep.
what we can see, what we can determine from the footage we have, and from what Lacari has said, you kept the link, man, and regardless of what that link led to, based off what you have said yourself unprompted, that really seems like that can only mean one thing. And with that in mind, I think you should make this streaming hiatus a permanent one. Can't imagine
Yep.
you will return to any sort of audience. I can't believe that this all led to only a 7-day ban on Twitch. Well,
Yep.
I mean, actually, I kind of can. But either way, I don't really think that's going to end up mattering all that much. It'd be hard to imagine the community welcoming him back with open
Absolutely,
arms
we're
if
not
he does
welcoming him
ever
back,
decide
dude.
to return. I said
Sorry.
in my last video
We
that I
don't
was
welcome-
almost certain that this would be investigated, but
We don't welcome this dipshit back, no matter what. We're gonna keep reminding him what he did. Does he think that he's gonna get away with this? Oh hell no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. We're gonna make sure that he does not get away with this, in fact.
at that point, I was under the assumption that these links led to things that would definitely be illegal. Now, apparently that's up in the air, and I feel like obviously that would affect things in that
No,
regard.
I'm
but
pretty
curious
sure-
to see
I'm
if
pretty
this
su-
goes
I
anywhere,
think he's
and if
just-
so, how it plays out. Well, guys, what are your
I
thoughts?
think he's just
like I've been
bullshitting.
saying, I feel like the intent of everything that we can see here is bad. It looks horrible. It's a really bad look, and
Yeah,
I don't really
course.
see any other explanation than the one we've kind of landed on. I am not
Yeah.
willing to extend the benefit of the doubt to another grown man that he just like didn't didn't think to delete this file,
Yeah,
or
hell
something
no.
went
Nope.
wrong. To
I'm
me,
sorry, I'm
and I
not
think
that dumb.
based off the evidence, this is a very fair thing to believe. I believe he purposefully kept the file.
Yep.
Nobody in their right mind would see this, come to the conclusion that Lacari admitted he came to, and then keep the file. You just
Correct.
don't do that unless you want it. Thankfully, at least for the most part, this seems like the kind of thing that regardless of who your community is, this is the one thing that seemingly you just can't sweep under the rug and come back from.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but also the most damning part is that, as you saw in the very beginning of this video, he's a self-proclaimed lolly enjoyer. And you know what? Lolly is illegal. It is child porn. That's literally child porn. So like, I don't really think what he is saying holds up. I don't think so. I don't believe a single word that comes out of this guy's mouth, and I have good reasons not to. I think the people that investigated the files and stuff on like Reddit and stuff have way more credibility than him. Way more, in fact. So no, I don't at all believe that this guy is innocent or anything. I do believe that he has done it, but we still need an investigation. So hopefully I will be proven right here because I don't see how his words make any sense whatsoever. Like it just doesn't. It just doesn't hold up at all.
You know, a lot of content creators are able to get away with some really shitty things.
Yeah,
I
this
really
guy
don't
is
think
not.
that'll be the case here, though.
Yeah,
Or
no,
at least,
not this
here's
guy.
to hoping. So, yeah.
Not this guy. Definitely not this guy. Anyways, guys, if you liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe, turn notification bells on, and also join my Discord server that is new. Link in description for that as well. And with that said, I will leave you all guys off there. Have a great continuation of your day or night, or whatever, wherever you are in the world. And I see you all later. Bye.